Hello, I'm Dan Blackwell, and today I'm going to be showing you how to catch more big carp up in the water on the pole. You're joining me here at the lovely Gulf Valley Lakes. I'm on Gold Lake today, and it's a perfect day for catching big carp shallow. It's flat calm, there's a few fish cruising, and I know we're going to get a few bites today. So let me start off by running you through the rigs I'm using today. Right. Let's start off by talking about elastics. When fishing shallow, you want a nice soft elastic to help absorb the first run and just cushion the first run that the fish makes. I'm using a 13 hollow today. I never really go heavier than 13 hollow unless I'm fishing for real big fish. But this is set nice and soft, so it's a nice good cushion when the float goes under. Now, because it's a soft elastic, I'm using a puller kit. This just helps me land the fish quicker. I have these in all my top kits for carp fishing, and they really do help you land fish quicker, I can assure you that. Right, so I've got a small Preston Dacron on the end of the elastic. Now, I always use Dacrons, especially for fishing shallow, because when you're slapping the rig, you need your line to be pushed away from a pole tip so it doesn't wrap round, and when you hook a fish it could snap the end of a pole, which obviously is not what you want. So there we go, a green Dacron connector. I've got 015 main line, this is power line main line, very strong, low diameter, my favourite line. Floatways, I'm using a PB Carp 2. These are absolutely brilliant for slapping because they create a nice little plop that imitates the 6mm pellets I'm feeding. This is a 4x10, and I've got one number 8 shot to help cock the float and pimple it down. Now, this shot, not only does it help cock the float, but when I slap the rig, it creates another little plop. So I've got three plops when I slap the rig. When I got the hook, this is a PR36 in a size 18, and I've got a hair rig bait band. These are the only hooks I use for fishing up in the water, on the pole and the waggler. So that's the rig I'm using today. Let me just quickly run you through the bait. Now, all you need when fishing the long pole shallow is 6mm pellets. I don't use 4s. Sometimes I bring 8s just for a change bait, but today 6mm for feed and on my hook. Right, I've got my hook bait on. Now all I'm going to do is put the sections together and loose feed a little bit of bait around the swim. Just 2 lots of 5 or 6 pellets just to try draw them fish into the area. And now I'm going to ship out. That's where having a nice roller set up is really important. So you can just put the top kit on the pole, and the pole's not sliding in the water, it's nice and stable, and you don't have to worry about your pole getting damaged. Now, as soon as I'm out to where I loose fed them pellets, I'm going to slap the rig and just try entice a carp to take my hook bait. It's all about making your hook bait stand out when fishing shallow. You want the fish to be drawn in by that noise, but your hook bait's the only one there. Just keep loose feeding as well over the top. That's just to create noise. A lot of fishing commercials love noise. They get drawn into the swim by it. It's very important to catching a big weight shallow. It is quite tiring when you're constantly feeding and working the rig, but it does pay off. As you can see now, I'm into a fish. That's brilliant stuff. Nice positive bite, fish on. Could be a decent fish, not too sure yet because he's not been on long. I'm just letting the elastic do the work, having faith in my tackle. I mean, there's some big fish in this lake, so it's important not to rush them when you first hook the fish. So let the elastic do its job. While the fish is pulling quite a bit of elastic out, I'm just going to feed a few pellets. Now he's calmed down, so I can slowly ship in, just taking my time. No sharp movements that could cause you to lose the fish. Keep the pole tip nice and low at an angle. And then when the fish is on the top kit, they always tend to fight like this one is. Just pull a couple of strips of elastic to tighten the elastic and to help you land them quicker. There we go. As soon as I've done that, the fish is pretty much ready for the net. There we go, in the bag. Not a huge fish, but definitely 7 or 8 pounds. Look at that for a lovely carp. Just goes to show, fish balance tackle when fishing pellets on the long pole shallow on commercial fisheries, and you can catch loads of carp like this one. Let's get him back.